Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine NAB 2023. We're here with Joe DeMax, and you got some new features with Central Control. You're saying it's sweet. We're going to find out if it's sweet, and we're going to do that next.
For sure.
It's for sure. All right, so what's the sweet thing? Tell me the sweet.
The big new feature at the show this year is what we're calling flex macros. Typically, in any switcher or production system, macros are this line-by-line thing where we have a list of commands with fiddly delays in between them.
Okay.
And we thought, this is trash. Let's think horizontally, much like a video editor timeline, where we could just drag and drop clips onto a timeline. I'll show you how that goes together. I've created a blank new macro here. It's got all of the devices in my project in it, and I can simply start to build this macro by dragging and dropping clips onto the timeline.
Oh, wow.
So I won't build one now, but what I will do is, if we look over here, we built a little 2-minute sequence to explain all our favorite features in Central Control. So Ollie, if you do me the honors, press the button.
These make it count.
Here we go. We're going to do our effect into the sequence. Central Control versus all the other leading brands. We mentioned no names. So we're going to do a stinger. That was done using H2R Graphics and cutting the ATEM underneath. It's racked a clip on the hyperdeck. We're showing the sequence rolling along. When we hit our auto point, it's going to automate the switcher, do a dissolve to our next bit, which is one of our key benefits. We've got more controllers, more options, faders, and encoders. Yes, that's right. All the while, in preview, see, we've racked up our next slide. We're going to look at the teleprompter, and then we will rack another video on the hyperdeck.
So that's a teleprompter. That's okay.
We got a teleprompter built in now. I should have mentioned that as well. But this is just like a whistle-stop tour of all the best features. Teleprompter's got automation, and this just really serves as a demo of how the new timeline-based system works. And you can actually see here, this is the sequence we built out.
Okay.
You might not use it for more, long form stuff like this, but where we do think this will be used is for like those short, 10-second sequences that are hard to do live, like a replay wipe. So if I press, sorry, I'm doing ahead and moving the camera, but
that's okay.
There we go. We bring in our instant replay wipe, do the cut underneath, roll the replay server, bring in our bug, all of that, and then we're going to come back out, and that's all done and assembled on a very similar, very familiar timeline interface, just like this, where I can just drag and drop clips to tracks.
Does it expand to see it visually, or is it just color-coded?
It's just, if I click on one of these existing clips, I can see the very familiar command list in Central Control, where I can say, on the start of this clip, we're going to execute command, and we can do another one at the end. We can even set like linear changes, like an audio mixer level, and say at the start of the clip you're going to be 20%, then we're going to ramp up to 100 using like a sine curve. So really, really flexible control in like a familiar interface that will be familiar to anyone who's done video editing before.
And you said it last night, because we were talking last night. You were teasing. You were like, you got to come over to this booth to see this new thing that we've got. And I totally agree. I love timeline stuff.
Yeah.
And being able to kind of visually see how that's all going to play out.
It's a completely different way to, like, vertically versus horizontally makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Time moves horizontally, not vertically.
Yeah. And I think, because a couple years ago I did a video how to do a news style, like Last Week Tonight or anything like that, where they have the side come in, they have the picture and everything like that.
Yeah.
This makes it a lot easier to do.
You could do that, that sequence where we'll do a PTZ move over to the left a bit, we'll swipe in the graphic, lose the graphic, then move the camera back over.
Central Control, how do people get it, and how much does it cost?
Centralcontrol.io starts at $79, goes up to $249, but there's a free 30-day trial. And for Geekazine viewers, we'll make it 60 days. Just send us an email, we'll give you an extra 30 days.
There you go. So with the 79, how much of this do you get?
You get all the basic features. You can have up to 5 modules in your project at once. In the middle, we've got Pro, which is going to have stuff like the timeline macros. You can add as many devices to it as you want. Okay. And then we go to Elite, where we got our automation system. We got our teleprompter with NDI output. Okay. So, but the free trial, 30-day, 60 days for your viewers. You get to try absolutely everything, no restrictions whatsoever.
There you go. All right. Well, you got it here first from NAB. Joe, thank you very much. So, Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine. We got a lot of great stuff. This is awesome at NAB 2023. If you're putting together your production studios, this is a great way to do it. Great addition from there. We got a lot more videos over at geekazine.com, youtube.com/geekazine. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. Until next time, you guys geek out and automate with Central Control.